Mr. Anthony Vittone is Vice President and General Counsel of Swimways Corporation in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Swimways Corporation manufactures leisure and recreational water products. The Swimways brand has been around for over 35 years and can be found at major retailers and individual pool dealers alike. Welcome, Mr. Vittone.
Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Phelan, and members of the committee, thank you for holding this hearing and giving me the opportunity to talk with you about the issues small businesses are facing as a result last year of the passage of the Consumer Product Safety Improvement Act. My name is Anthony Vittone, and I am the Vice President and General Counsel of Swimways. Swimways is a small, privately held, family-owned company headquartered in Virginia Beach, where we employ about 70 hardworking Americans. Swimways designs and makes pool toys for the water. We offer 120 different products to customers ranging from 9 months through adulthood. The Swimways brand of products is sold in 40,000 storefronts with major retailers and individual pool dealers alike. For the past 15 years, Swimways has enjoyed an average rate of growth of 15% a year until 2008. Unfortunately, we took a step backwards last year, and that was directly attributable to two factors: the state of the economy and the passage of the CPSIA. The CPSIA, together with the economy, created a perfect economic storm for us. Swimways' main issue with the CPSIA involves the phthalate restrictions. While we would agree that there are issues with other provisions in the Act, I plan to focus my testimony today on 4 issues regarding the CPSIA and the new phthalate restrictions. The first issue that we have is the timing of the phthalate ban was, in our opinion, the single biggest disaster in the CPSIA. When the European Union and the state of California passed similar phthalate bans, they gave manufacturers and retailers 13 months and 15 months, respectively, to move through their inventories. Conversely, the CPSIA, as written, only gave manufacturers and retailers 5 months. For any consumer product company, this would be wholly inadequate. For a seasonal company like Swimways, the time frame was essentially non-existent. I am sure that the members will understand that there are not a lot of pool toys being sold in the fall and the winter. People buy pool toys when it's hot. Furthermore, whatever time was granted in the CPSIA was completely wasted by the back-and-forth interpretation of the Act's retroactivity on existing inventory. The industry relied on the CPSC's General Counsel's opinion that the new regulations would only apply for inventory manufactured after February 10th. When the New York court in February overruled that interpretation, the retailers went into a complete panic. They had 4 days to review their inventory, determine which products were compliant with the CPSIA, and remove that merchandise from the shelves. As a result of the severely compressed timeline, broad-brush reactionary decisions were made, and manufacturers like Swimways were expected to absorb the cost. The same product, if sold by a retailer on February 9th, 2009, was perfectly acceptable and safe by government and industry standards. The next day, that same product became a toxic and dangerous weapon of mass destruction. Our second issue with the phthalate restrictions is the CPSIA included a specific legislative exemption for embedded lead. However, no such exemption was given for the significantly more benign phthalates. Swimways makes a number of products where there is no ability to access the phthalates unless the customer essentially destroys the product. These products present no risk to the consumer and should be available for sale. Third, both the CPSIA and the California legislation permit the use of 3 phthalates, DINP, DIDP, and DNOP, depending on the age grade of the product. The California legislation only prohibits these 3 phthalates for child care articles and toys that are capable of going in the mouth if they are intended for children 3 and under, while the CPSIA forbids them for children up to 12 months. We manufacture a product called the Rainbow Reef fish. These are battery-powered fish that swim in a swimming pool. We've sold over 7 million units of this product. Prior to 2009, the fins of these fish were made with phthalates. Even though this Rainbow Reef fish is age-graded 5+, there are nearly 15,000 units of this product that are now useless and will have to be destroyed. The only reason is because those fins are capable of going into a child's mouth. They're not going to come off, but they're capable of being chewed on. Adding further confusion to the marketplace is the exemption for sporting goods in the CPSIA. It is not clear what the definition of sporting good is and what the definition of toy is. The CPSC has offered limited guidance, but more detailed criteria are needed. In our experience, retailers are not willing to take a chance and are using a broad brush approach. If it's for a kid, it's a toy. We manufacture another product called the Spring Jam Basketball and have sold over 750,000 units of this product since 2005. This product here. A large retailer had approximately 10,000 units of this product on their store shelves, and they immediately removed them on February 10th. We reviewed the item with them, argued that it was a sporting good, offered to sort through the inventory because some of the inventory was 2009 inventory and was phthalate free. They destroyed it all 10,000 units, even though less than 15% of that inventory of those 10,000 units had phthalates in them. All of them were put into the shredder. Under the California Act, these goods would have been compliant. If there had been an embedded phthalate exemption, these goods would have been compliant. Had the CPSIA allowed more time to move through existing inventory, this problem wouldn't have occurred. The retailer is now insisting on a $100,000 credit for the destruction of the Spring Jam inventory, and other retailers have destroyed other copies of the same. I'll wrap up. I'm already over, but suffice it to say, Mr. Chairman, Swimways Corporation has incurred about $1 million in expenses as a result of this legislation. We ask for your help. Thank you.
Thank you. And for the video record of the proceedings for our colleagues who can't be here, can you hold that basketball hoop up again just for the camera? And that's what you were talking about with the 10,000 units?
Yes, 10,000 units of this.
Thank you.